Hello guys, welcome back. Now for this video, we're first going to now do our code to get the balances. So I created some code here. So I created a template here which is going to be holding our balances, which is going to be getting our balance from the API. So we want to now get this balance from the API, also get the account number and the service balance number. So that's what we want. So we go back to our favorite place, which is now the Postman, and you're going to copy this code and you're going to come back to where we are doing our testing. So basically where I'm doing my testing is here, going to be this code, and we want to just go ahead and post that code here. We're going to paste it here. So we need the API key and the password. So the account number is going to be code guy, okay, and the API key is going to be the API key for code guy. So if I go back to my SPS login, let me just log in back and I'll be back. Alright, so I got my API key, so I'm just going to go back and put my API key here and save this code. So we want to see the response we get in our code here. So I'm just going to run this code again. And there we go, we have our object. So the whole of this is object, there's nowhere we're having an array. So here we have the status, and we have the currency, the wallet balance, and the payment wallet balance. So everything is 0. Now I'm about to get this data from our API. So we go ahead and do our decoding like we did in the previous video. We're just going to write our decode code here. Just come here and say, so I'm just going to call this doc. And then down up here, we're going to do our JSON decode, which is what we're going to pass in here, our response as a parameter. So we're going to pass it there. Now the next thing we need to do is to now push this code to where we want it to be. So I'm going to come here and say finally. So I'm just going to say finally. Now I'm going to pass doc. Okay, now from doc, I'm going to now check what I'm going to be getting from this code. So I'm going to be getting the response. So I'm going to pass the response. All right. Then what I want to access here is going to be based on whatever I want. So I can access the currency. So I can come here and say currency. All right. Now after that, we can now echo. And this code called finally. So this is a code we want to echo out. Now let's see if we can get the response coming out here. Good, so there you go, we have the currency. Now we might also need to access this service wallet balance. So just come here and say you can switch this from currency and access the currency balance. So if I click here, we have the currency balance. So there's an error there, so maybe it's the spelling. Alright, so here we go, there's a spelling error. So you can come here and reload this again and see what we get. Good, now we are sure we can now pass this data. So we now want to just copy the whole of this code, copy all of it and bring it here. So we want to just come down here and go to the code where we are writing our code, and this is going to be in our home page. I had opened it somewhere, not really this. I had opened that code somewhere. It's going to be, okay, let me just close this and look for it. Alright, so I just went and opened the index page where I have my code, and now we're going to write our code here. So this is where we are starting our code. I'm just going to post the whole of this code here, and we can close it at the bottom here. You can close it there. Alright, so now this code can be accessed from anywhere inside this app. So this finally code, this is what we'll be using to display some data here in our app. So we can come now and take this code that's called finally. We don't need to echo it anymore, so we can just copy it the way it is. Just copy it and come to where we have our account. So I'm just going to paste it there, and what, okay, sorry, so I'm just going to write PHP echo, and then I'm going to paste this code here and have it like that. Alternatively, you can have this all the way to the response, so that if you create another variable here, you just go straight to writing your code here. So it's entirely up to you how you want to arrange your code. So I'm just going to now pass the currency. So we expect to be getting the currency there. Now here we are going to get the balance. So I'm just going to say PHP echo, place that there, and have it there. Now also we also want to have the balance again here, so we're going to say PHP echo, right? Paste it there. So this is service wallet balance. There's also another balance which is called the payments wallet balance. So this is what we want. So we also need to come here and switch this, because the one that we are working with here is the payments wallet balance, and paste it here. So we have our two balances there. So so we're going to be getting the balance here, and you also expect to get the currency here. Okay, so we also want the currency. So we're going to come here where we have the service wallet balance and push in our currency. Alright, so now if we save this project and we reload, we are supposed to be getting our response from the database, from the API, sorry. Alright, so we are actually getting the response here, and the response is also here. Now the reason why we're getting this response on top here is because we're actually dealing with the currently echoed data. So we need to go and remove this response that is echoed out, and now if we reload the project again, we expect to be getting actual data from the API. So there we go, our data right from the API. So I don't want to make this a very long one. I don't want to confuse you with the extra video. So that will be it for this one, and see you in the next one.